Hello. In this lab, we will start designing our board using PCB editor software. This board will include the footprints which we designed last lab. Also, we will combine those components together based on the schematic which we did before. I will show you now the schematic. Then after that, we will see how to connect those components together. As we said before, we have a voltage source, so we created a wire to board connector. We have positive side and negative side. As you can see from here, the positive side is connected to the input of the regulator LM7805, and from the other side it will be connected to the resistor 15K or R2, and the regulator, it will be connected to the negative side or to the ground, the third pin, and the second pin, it will be connected to the sensor. The output of the sensor, it will be connected to pin number 2 of LM741 or the operational amplifier. And also the resistor R2, it will be connected to resistor R1, and from the same point of connection it will be connected to pin number 3 of LM741, and from the other side of R3 it will be connected to the ground. Also, the third pin of the sensor, it will be connected to the ground, and as we said, pin number 4, it will not be connected. Pin number 6 of LM741, it will be connected to resistor R4, and from the other side it will be connected to the LED, and the second pin of LED, it will be connected to the ground. Pin number 7 of LM741, it will be connected to the positive side of the source, and pin number 4, it will be connected to the ground. So we will implement this connection over the board. So we will bring the whole footprints which we created, and then we'll connect them together based on the connection which we have here. If we have any mistake in the connection, that means our project will not be connected correctly and it will not work. So we have to make sure that we are connected the pins of each component to the correct place, and to double check about this. Okay, the final, let me share with you the PCB editor software. As you can see here, this is our final board. It will be connected the same like what we have here, and we will start creating this board from scratch now, but the final product, it will be this one. Once we have these connections ready here, that means we are ready to get the Gerber files and to start doing the milling and the drilling using the milling machine. I will start now creating the board. So let's create the board. Okay. So to create a new board, we'll go to File, then New. You have to make sure that you are saving the board inside the same folder where we saved the pads and the footprints, in order to be able to import those footprints over this board. About the dimensions, the dimension of the board, we have, you can put any dimensions, but the board that we have inside our lab is 100 by 70, 100 width and 70 height of the board, so we'll choose the dimension 70 by 100 millimeter. To create a new board, we'll go here to Board Wizard, and we'll choose the place to be inside the same place where we saved our footprints. So I will name it board, then OK. From here we'll go next, next, next. The dimension, it will be in millimeter, and we can choose the size to be A4. The same steps we did in lab number 3 and 5. Then next, here it will be ones, and here we have via. Next we have rectangular board with dimensions, width to be 100 and height to be 70. Again, this dimensions based on the board dimension which we have in our lab. If you put 70 by 70, it will be fine, but we can have more space because we have this board size. Next and finish. Then we can go here and zoom fit. So this is the board which we need. Now we need to bring our components from going here to place manual. The components which we need, you have to go advanced setting, library, activate the library, and from here choose package symbols. The first one we need is wire foot, its name wire foot. So we have wire foot. Later we'll see if we need to spin any component. As we said, the square part, it will be the positive side, and the circle, it will be the negative. You can use the circle for the positive and the square for the negative. It's up to you, but you have at least to have a standard inside your board. And also we need to get regulator foot underscore foot. So this is our regulator. Okay, we have this one, and we created regulator 2 foot. Let's bring regulator 2 because it will save more space. Regulator 2 foot. So we have this one. We need also resistor foot underscore foot. From the resistor we need we have inside our project we have 3 resistors, so I'll choose one, I'll bring another one and another one. Later I will move them to their places. We have also LED foot, and we have op amp foot, and also we have sensor foot. I think this is all components which we need in our circuit. So we have the battery, regulator, sensor, operational amplifier, LED, and 3 resistors. Then we have to press on close to close this window. Okay, so we need now to rearrange the components. For this one you have to right click and spin, and then for the sensor also we need to right click and spin, then right click and move to have it here in this place. Okay, for the resistors I will move this one. Just to remind you, we said when we designed the footprint of the resistor that we can use shorter leg. As you can see from here to here, it's the leg of the resistor. If I have shorted one, like to have it like here, that means I will save more space over the board, and I can bend the leg to the size which I have here. Okay, and I will move this one here. For the connection step, it will take some time in order to have the best connection for your components. So sometimes it will take with you long time based on based on your plan how to connect the components together. Let's spin this one like this, and spin also this one. Then I will move this one to have it here in parallel with this one. Okay. Then this LED, it will be after the third resistor, so let's move it here, and let's move the LM741 to be here. Okay, so this is our positive side, this is the negative side, this is the two resistors that we have. We can move them a little down. If you did any mistake, you can just use Ctrl Z, it will return you to the previous step. Okay. Now we need to start connecting, so I will use add connect from here. We have to make sure it's in the bottom all the time, as we said before. Okay, so I will connect this resistor from here. You can connect those components together in different ways, but you have to make sure that you are connecting the correct pins together. Okay, so this resistor, it will be connected to the negative side. Click done. This pin, it will be connected to the positive side. Then the positive side, again, it will be connected to the third pin of the sensor. As we said, the fourth pin, it will not be connected, which means this pin here, it will not be connected. The regulator pin, we need to add connect here. It will be connected to this pin of the regulator, and this pin. Okay, for the regulator I have to spin it, so I will delete this one. I will delete this, and I will delete this. For this one I need to spin it to have the negative side here. Then this one, negative, it will be connected to this pin. Right click done, and from here I will have connection to this point. Right click done. Okay, then this side, it will be connected to the sensor. Right click done. The second pin of the sensor, it will be connected to pin number 2. Going through the schematic, then reflecting the schematic here, so you can just open the schematic and follow up how to connect those components together. Okay, and from pin number 3 it will go to be connected with those resistors here. This point it will be connected with pin number 4. Right click, done. Pin number 6 it will be connected to the resistor here. Right click, done. And this pin it will be connected to the positive of LED. And this point it will be connected to the other side of the diode, of the LED. This point here. So let's double check again if we have any pin not connected. All of this connected here. Those are connected. Yeah, I think we are fine. Everything is connected. Here we are. I'm just showing you a demo how to connect the components together by following up with the schematic which we have from before. Make sure to save your work after each step. I think we connected all components together. Again, we have to double check every component if it's connected correctly or not, because any mistake here, that means the project will not work. So after printing or fabricating this project, it will not be working. So we have to make sure that each point is connected correctly to the other points. So by this we finished creating the board, connecting those components together. The next step it will be to create the Gerber files and to create the outline and the drilling files, and to start milling and drilling of our project. Okay, so that's it for today's lab. This is what we need to do, how to connect those components together. Thank you very much and see you next class.